Liquid's composure, at least, kind of coming back on both halves.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about Liquid. I always like to make the case for the underdogs. Liquid has had a lot of showings at LANs recently, and Mousesports has been a little bit dormant. They've done a couple of things here and there, and I think showing up at these big events really kind of tempers you to play a little bit better, a little bit above your normal game.
Sure. Yeah, I can totally see that. Now we are going right into the pistol, and it looks like a door split. I don't know. There's 2 towards A. We've got Flowsick just holding that long flank, and I think they're just going to work up for a little bit more information. This is always good to do. Just cradle it on overpass. Get that stairs control, and then just keep going up and down, looking for people. And once you find that pick, act on it. Because once you have that stairs control, though, you have a lot of information. It forces Mousesports to play in the sights with those pistols, which is what they don't want to do.
Yeah, check out the bomb working its way all the way back towards T-spawn and setting up for a standard B hit. That's actually smart. I think they're assuming that Speedy already peeked the corner and determined that nothing's going to happen at B. Now they're all set up for a pretty standard rush in, and it's going to be Nitro taking point. Runs right up on site. Still nobody dead. How is he this far into B site without taking any damage whatsoever? There you go, trying to trade with the teammates, and not meant to be. Nitro, last man standing already, and shut down 1-0.
Yeah, there are 3, you know, even though Speedy gave up on that long, on peeking long there were still 3 people in the site. And, you know, with a strat like that, you take your Glocks on the site, and you have to hit your shots, and they just didn't, right?
Yeah.
So ultimately, it does come down to straight-up aim duels as much as there was strategy involved in the early round. I liked how Liquid looked around for that map control, but maybe they committed to a site a little bit early because they ended up going to the wrong one.
Yeah, they did. It was a very interesting move, right? Because they rotated all the way back towards T-spawn and then hit B pretty much standard, the way you would on a regular B rush.
Yeah, and you know, the map control was cool, but then Mousesports didn't even know that. You know, they were just pretty much stacking and hoping that someone would come to them, and they were happy to find out that they were right. Oh, there's the rotator kill going down, so Nex is going to be up on a big flank here as they get into the site, but they might get the bomb down. And just as I say that, Nex takes some shots at them, but won't manage to.
Off.
Oh my goodness, there's only 2 players alive right now for Mouse.
Yeah, and they're not even on the site yet. Here's Speedy trying to rotate in from under, and then Chris J at long A. Looks like both angles are going to be watched. Now we're looking at Speedy all alone. No, it's actually Fugly all alone. Speedy, now Chris J walking to the site, walking around the corner. Fugly's holding the long retake angle. Now he's spotted. Chris J just has to lay some support fire down. Smokes go down, holding Fugly off. Fugly's able to get 1 kill, but there's a defuse.
Oh my goodness. No, Nitro was on the site there, and his teammate died. And I guess he didn't know where the bullet came from because he only shot 1, but it was from long. He ended up getting 2 for that. And then just smoking and sticking the bomb, pretty standard, but almost a round in the bag for Liquid. They got to feel bad about losing that, even though they did really do a good job of actually bringing it close to a win. I mean, they got the bomb down, which is great for their economy.
That is big.
But they did invest money into that round.
Yeah, that's the thing. You buy all those Tech 9s, you're still not going to be able to do the infamous 3rd round buy.
Yeah.
Looks like a straight old-fashioned B rush flashes out.
Yeah, and this is going to be a rough one as we got 3 players on the site. I mean, this is like the pistol round, except where you have way worse guns. And yeah, they're just having a field day right now. Not a single player goes down. Gob actually just stays alive that entire time at headshot. So that's an easy 3-0 so far for Mouse. And just before the game, we were talking about, you know, this is Liquid's one of their most played maps, a map that they love to play, and one of the maps that Mousesports hates to play. And it's so weird for me because in the 2 matches or 3 matches that I've seen Mouse play it where they're like 2-1, like they have a positive record on it because it's been forced on them when they didn't ban it, but then ban it every other time because they have 5 bans. They look nuts. Like they look so good, and I don't know why they ban it. And I don't know. Maybe they just always feel uncomfortable. But here we are going into the first rifle round of the game, trading 1-for-1 with Dennis.
Yeah, that's really not bad. It does favor the T's for Liquid. Elige making a little bit of noise out here near Nex. At short with the bomb. Elige is able to find the kill on Nex, opening up the A bomb site. But unfortunately, Chris J, he's over there at long, watching the corner, takes a kill. Now we're in an even 3v3. They need to make some decisions. Liquid needs to figure out which way the bomb's going to go, and it looks like Elige leading the way towards Squeaky, where Speedy waits.
Speedy right under them. Oh, Elige, very aware, just looks down first. Very wise of him to do so, and that opens up the B site. This is looking really good for Liquid here on this round. A good rotate, and Elige fighting another shot. Huge round from him. Entry is the most important part of the game.
Yeah, you got to open up that site. Now Chris J, last man standing with the AWP. Bomb's going to be planted. He walks into A site. Try to save that op. 3 and 1 is going to be the score line at this point.
Yeah.
Good round by Liquid. What went right there?
Yeah, the trades were all really, really good. And the only reason they have 3 alive right now is because Elish was able to get 3 without dying himself. So trading 1 for 1 in stairs is a bonus. Every time you kill 1 CT, no matter, even if you lose, sometimes in some situations, 2 Ts, it can be worthwhile if it means that you get important control of the map. And they did do that. And, you know, keeping 3 alive was the other important part. Now, Flowstick is out here at long. Chris J has a drop on him, but won't even take a shot. Just wants to stay alive. Carrying this op over is huge because they do have enough money to buy if they really want to force up.
Well, let's see what the decision is. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and buy everything they can. Op, FAMAS, pretty strong buy for Mousesports. Team Liquid sticking with all AK-47s. You don't see a whole lot of opping going on for the T side right here.
Yeah, not quite yet. I think if they're pushed into a position where they either pick up Chris J's op or they just start stringing like a lot of rounds in a row together, they're not going to bother with it because it does decrease mobility.
Buy.
Yeah, and you know, if you need the change of pace, it's understandable. But if you don't, then it's just going to like decrease your mobility. And overpass is all about running around. So that's something you might not want to do for the T side. And oh, that was actually a bad flash, but Chris J manages to get away in spite of that fact. So now he's going to be spotting some pressure. Oh man, just as he peeks, people are running right past his crosshairs. And
oh, the whiff.
There's another one. But now Fugly is coming around the outside. That's going to be tough for him. He's staying in the bathroom. So brave right now. Finds a second frag for his efforts too.
He thinks it's 1.5 at this point with the constant op repeaking, and it's working beautifully. Look at this. Nitro, Flowstick, last men standing for Team Liquid. Mousesports buying properly here. All they have to do is hold on to the angles. I don't think they know where the bomb is quite yet.
Yeah, that's really bad for them. And oh man, Chris J, just that confidence, you know, like he's in a close quarter situation. People are coming up on him. He has a player behind him in the site, ready to defend for him, and that was Nex. And he picked up that frag onto Fugly, who's trying to come around the bathrooms. But with that confidence, knowing that he's got a teammate there with him, he was able to make those repeats safely, and he did so, and they were really successful. Now, actually, the bomb is picked up. There are 3 players alive for Mousesports. I mean, if they're able to entry on a site, they can win, but all Gob really has to do is play in a 1-kill position, and they win.
Yeah, and he's smart enough to do that. You see Flowstick working his way in. The flash kind of broadcasts the tail. Oh. What's going to happen? Gob shut down very quickly. That's entry in a B site. Got to be careful. Plant in the smoke. That's Nitro. Flowstick playing back. Hurt 23. Nitro's going to take a little bit of damage as Nex and Speedy move into the site for the retake.
Yeah. Oh, Nex is right behind Nitro. I don't think Nitro hears him. Oh, he's going to go down instantly, too. Flowstick, very hurt. Is going to be the man on Cat. Oh, with a
Molly.
Nice peek.
This could be a game changer right here.
No. Oh.
He mollies.
I think he's got enough time.
Speedy.
Yeah, we...
Goes for it. Oh, no, no.
Whoa. Yeah.
Suicides in the fire. But, yeah, question mark, says Fugly.
Wait. He might not have had enough time for the 10-second after the molly went out.
Yeah.
But I guess there was no kit also... Okay, but it's Gob's fault. Gob died at CT, like standing out in the open waiting for players to come to him. If he stayed in the pit right by the bomb plant spot and just looked to do some damage or stop the plant or even delay because there's only 8 seconds left, they would have won instantly. Instead, he was kind of out in the open and failed to kill someone. I mean, he had a FAMAS, so he really did that to himself.
I have seen more players die to fire on
in that very
overpass than anywhere else in the game.
Than IRL.
I mean, remember Cloud9, 3 of them going down on the bomb like that?
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's entry. That's how it's done.
Yep.
Walk right into the site like you own it. Liquid Flow6 setting it up. And we're in a 1v5 situation. Next, he's got a 5-7. Go for some sort of kills. Gets into a firefight down at the sewer pipe, and that's not going to work against an AK-47.
No, not quite. And now that's going to be 3 rounds apiece. Mousesports actually on a save once again. Double save earned from that round.
Yeah.
Huge. Huge.
That's a big deal.
That was huge.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, this is Liquid's pick. Clearly, they wanted to be on Overpass.
Yep.
They pick it very often. We talked about this before, and Mousesports has been avoiding this this map like the plague within CEVO.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens as we continue on.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Was that off? It was the round that, you know, it happened.
The
it was so
off?
strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
That they ended up losing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's frustrating when you're able to make these huge plays like that, and then
your teammate,
it just doesn't
teammates
work.
are potatoes.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but you know, for whatever reason, the strats don't work. against the T's.
Yeah. Oh, and repeating with that deagle, finds a kill. Actually, a second kill goes down. That's from Dennis. Now it's a 2-on-3. They're just looking to do economic damage. It's turning out to be a favorable exchange for them in terms of their equipment value. And Chris J just creeping up on the site. Oh, is he going to find some shots? Oh.
Yeah, that's the problem with USP. I mean, he taps so many times, just doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
Oh, yeah, versus armor, it feels like you're just shooting a pillow.
Now, moral victory. Dennis able to pick up an AK-47 and move off towards long A. He should be able to save this weapon, so at least that's something for the finances.
Fun fact, this is the most popular save spot on this map.
You know, you'd think you just pre-fire this corner, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, here comes the hit squad. Not quite.
Nope. Does come away with that. They do have enough money to buy. They do have the op option on next. He can op armor. Will only have a flash on top of it. If it's the case that he does want that. And, is actually just going to be rifling up. I guess Chris J gave him the go-ahead to go ahead and and buy an M4.
That works. Well, why not? You've got the AK-47. You're in a position to go ahead and go ahead, as you say. 4-3 is the current score line. Of course, Mousesports took the first map earlier. They just need to close this out for the win.
Now Nitro's waiting for Chris J to peek this. Chris J is peeking it. Oh, this is a duel. Oh, Nitro loses it.
Should have bought it up.
Glass is half empty.
That's right. Should have bought it up right there.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just had such a great round with it.
Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't want him to have it. But
solid angle, holding down the B side, able to find one kill. That's a Liege. Hit through the wall.
Ooh, huge round from Speedy. Shuts down both players in the crossfire. Adren's going to plant the bomb, but he's going to have pressure put on him. He's going to find the frag. He does find the headshot, and it's 2v2.
Yeah, now Speedy trying to work his way into the site. He's got that smoke. The question is, do we have any mollies? No mollies in the hands of Liquid. That was so critical that previous round, preventing the defuse. So critical all the time. Smoke is set. Speedy pushes in. Adren firing through the smoke.
Oh, huge.
Headshot.
Now, they aren't assuming it's going to be 2-cat. I'm sure Adren called this play right off the bat. And, they're going to find him through the smoke anyway. And that's the issue of the smoke. Like, even if you have 2-cat there, one smoke, 2 players, 1 smoke.
Yeah.
Next porno.
Exactly. 4 and 4. Mousesports bringing it back. And the good news for Liquid is they're filthy rich. You see Adren, he's sitting here for $10,000, so you can definitely buy an op and buy for teammates.
Yeah. That was solid. Good retake. Now they're looking pretty good. Actually, there is no op? I thought it was mentioned that an op was bought. No, they're just going to be sticking to it.
Adren.
Oh, Adren got it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is a change of pace I kind of mentioned earlier that they might want to look for. Liquid still doing well in the half so far. They strung together 4 rounds in a row. Have saved a little bit of money on each player. Not doing too bad overall. Like if they lose a round, they'll still be okay, I think. Here's Fugly lurking the stairs, and he's waiting for 2 players. This actually favors Fugly, but they're actually going to push right into him and get that kill. I mean, if you were to just hang out there long enough and outpatience them, that would have worked out well, but.
Yeah, just lurk it or something like that. You see a push going down long. It was completely unwatched until Chris J walked in response to a flashbang. He gets his head taken off very quickly, and now that site entry, Gob trying to come up stairs. So nice that they actually brought the stairs back. And the bomb. Everybody goes in the bank. It's a fight in the bank.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of players here, and they're all getting sprayed down. Dennis gets 2, Speedy gets 1, and that leaves 1 player alone. That's Flowsick on a huge flank. And oh my god, looking at Flowsick's position, all he had to do was stay alive and bank and let him walk up behind them.
So now we're in a 1v2, Flowsick all alone. Yeah, caught, looked in the wrong direction, and is shut down very quickly. Now my question to you, Launders, is what exactly was going on? Looked like site was taken, and then they take the bomb, and everybody rushes straight into bank for that epic firefight over there. You know the rotators are there.
They didn't. I'm assuming that the logic was pushing a bank right now. We got on the site so early that we're catching rotators who are going to have nades out because who would push this early into CT? And they did it together so they could trade frag.
Yeah.
But ended up
couldn't trade.
Not doing it immediately. And then when they couldn't do it immediately, started re-peaking, and that's when Mousesports got situated, and then they had pretty much just as much of a good chance of winning those duels as Liquid did, and that's when it was too late. So I think as soon as that plan fell apart, they got down there, didn't get a kill instantly. They should have just left 1 player on the stairs, took bank control, blinded for bank maybe, and then played the after plan.
Well, you got a decent entry underway. Well, it was, but now we got a 1-for-1 trade situation going on. Speedy and Gob both down, and B site, whether they know it or not, belongs to Liquid. Adren walks in, should go ahead and plant bomb. Dennis working retake, dropping a molly too.
He's sweating.
It's hot in here.
Yep. That's a 3v3. Next is gonna jump out. Oh shoot, there's one in the smoke right here. Will that be known? Actually, it isn't. Oh, Chris J sprays through it.
That's nice.
And it is a 2v2, but there's a player behind them. That's Fugly, just taking pot shots with the P250. They know he's around, I think. And he can't defend the bomb from there, so that's a solid retake.
Yeah, he whiffed a couple of shots where nobody was looking at him. It seemed like it should have been a headshot, but you know, heat of the moment, sometimes it just doesn't work out in your favor. So you know, well played, good positioning by Liquid. Just wasn't meant to be right there. 6 and 4.
Pretty much. Yeah, you can't really spin it any other way. If you have that P250, it's going to miss sometimes. And you know, if you had a better gun, it probably would be easier to get those kills. But ultimately, on a good day, would have hit those shots.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, even at distance, you can't necessarily count on a
Skill,
one-tap
right?
headshot or something like that.
Exactly.
You just dink him and then get wrecked.
Get wrecked, mate. Now, Chris J going to be holding off the long B with his op. And now that he knows it's cleared out, has a lot of control. Can just sit around and wait, really. Gob is going to be spotting Cat for him to make sure no one comes up to peek it, and the rest of the players are going to be watching A.
Yeah, looks like we might be shaping up for a B take. No, the players are already rotating out of stairs towards short A. They need to spread out, though. You need to do at least a two-pronged attack in this situation, because if everybody comes out the same angle, then you know, it's pretty easy to just spray and mow down.
Yeah. Now, the bad thing for Mousesports, that is that they are all on the site. The good thing is that they have 3 players over towards A, because they know that Chris J is over to B with an op. And that's the great advantage of having an op. You can stack a site and know that you have a good enough opper that he's probably going to get 2 kills, not just 1, and stay alive. Gobby going to be smoking off Cat one more time, and a lot of pressure is about to be put on A. So we'll see if having 3 players is going to favor them over having forward A control.
Well, the smokes are out. Make it rain on the site. Flashbangs abound, and Nitro is going to be spraying through smoke, trying to find some sort of a kill, but the shots are just not meant to be. Already 2 teammates down. He's able to pick one off when CT pushes smoke, but Nitro all alone, last man standing. His team is dead, and he just has to retreat, try to save this weapon as best he can. Long's not the best way to go for that.
Yeah, he's going to be running, and Speedy is going to be chasing. I don't know if he's going to be hear Nitro out here. Probably thinks that he's saving somewhere else, so maybe he might be able to actually get away.
I think so. 8 health, too.
Yeah, 8 health.
You know?
It's critical that he did so, but ultimately his team won't be able to buy anyway.
That's impressive. It's such a long run going all the way down there, but I guess that little curve might have helped him.
So once again, Team Liquid running into a stack of Mouse, and even though it is the A site that is not full of the best cover ever, the trades were really good for Mouse, and it left Nitro in a 1v3.
Well,
fast B split. It looks
by.
like, or maybe just water Cat control. Oh, they're pushing up. Oh, Nitro,
stalled
nice
out.
headshot.
Yeah, stalled out by that shot, and you see the entire team kind of backing off, maybe reconsidering what they're going to do. They're going to smoke it off, and Flowsick walks into smoke right in the B site. You've got Dennis waiting on him. Fugly, though, working the 2-pronged angle from the other side. Just not going to happen. Force bought for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, did they force buy? No. I think they just said Tech9s. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they have enough money to buy once again. Try to do as much good as they could with the op of Nitro. I like the spot. Go out fast, Cat. And split long B, but the long split, they kind of became a juggle where they didn't actually commit to long. They went back, went late, and didn't work out.
We've seen a lot of that going on, where like they start to push, and then it looks like the strat changes at some point.
Something happens, and they're like,
and it messes the timing up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that bank round.
Yeah, I mean, on an eco, you know, kind of anything goes. It's like you can't really have a set strategy on an eco. Sometimes you got to bait your teammate. Sometimes you got to take a peek that you wouldn't with a rifle, and so on and so forth. But either way, now it's going to be full buy versus full buy. Critical moment in the game, 8-4. If Liquid lose this, they will have enough money to rebuy, but it is going to be a force up in some respects. Like it's going to be, for example, Adren, you know, at the maximum going to have a Galil with no nades. And here we have Fugly getting stairs control. And this is really important, like having the stairs control. But Speedy has water control, and that's really good for B. So even though they don't have the op in B right now, they have control of the site in most regards.
Probing for information. I just don't think Liquid's been able to find anything. Very disciplined defense, like you talked about earlier for Mousesports. They're not showing themselves. They're not pushing angles that they don't need to.
Yeah, look at this right now. We have Chris J jump spotting that tunnel to Cat while Speedy can keep eyes. Oh, on the door, but he gets punished immediately.
Fugly taking a shot, but look, Chris J standing at construction gets 1 kill before he gets overrun. We're going to see a bomb plant by Nitro, Elysian and Dren backing off into defensive positions. Next up high, sprays through smoke, just hoping to stop the plant. It's not going to happen. Walks into the site. It's good smoke, though.
Wait, 3 players are going Cat? Is there...
I don't know.
Is there a smoke down? Oh, Elysian's going to be pushing through at first.
It's dangerous.
Someone's going to have to stick this. Oh my goodness.
Going for it. No one's pushing?
Yeah.
Nitro. So
they really didn't want to play long B.
The site was taken, and everybody on Liquid decides to go all the way around and peek through smoke on construction.
Yes, just like they did on that other round where it didn't work.
And then it didn't work this time.
It didn't work. This time they had Elige push through the smoke, Adren stay back and try to spam and get spammed.
Yeah.
And then someone come way too late who was maybe thinking about going long B, but his teammate died. And yeah, that was a little bit messy, to say the least.
Not quite sure about that, whether it was a communication issue or maybe one person went the other way.
Oh, Elige is angry. Gets 2 frags in the site, just opens them up. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, that's going to be B-side entry. Huge. And now the bomb's been planted. Got 4 versus 3 on the retake. This one really should work out in Liquid's favor. They're going to get 1 pick, taking Dennis down. And now, yep, the call's made. Next, back and off.
Yeah, next going to be falling off. Speedy. This is going in the last round, and unless they need to op, I mean, they could just, kill people, I guess. Next, Speedy. Oh, Speedy has the op. Okay, so he's definitely saving that. And they will move in. All you can say about that is Elige gets 2 entries. On any map, if your teammate gets 2 entries on a rush when they don't know that the rush is coming, the round is over. You're saving with 3 players at the other side. Happens on Inferno all the time, right?
Right, exactly.
So
such a critical round. Looking at the score line, Adren not doing so hot so far with 3-0-10 on T side. That's not terribly surprising. He's been opping. He hasn't actually had the op that many rounds, which is his strong suit.
And now surveying their options, I wonder, Liquid had the opportunity there to take something fast. It looks like they don't want to just try that again. I'm sure they feel pretty blessed to have gotten away with that in the first place. But with an entry fragger like Elige, that is the power of having someone like that. Now, ooh, right off the bat, Chris J opens up the round. 5v4 now for Mouse. Huge advantage.
Yeah, Chris J playing way up forward, getting that pick. Flowstick was trying to sell the idea of a B take. You see Dennis, Speedy, and Gabi all kind of sitting there. Next also, as the bomb, Fugly, Adren, and Lige work their way up through upper park. Chris J is watching that angle with and off, though.
Yeah, it's actually some sort of B stack, which typically we've seen Liquid run right into a 3 stack of Mouse. This is one round where it's going to be a static B stack. Oh my God,
Chris He saw
J.
that coming.
That was nice. That was nice.
And you see how the team responds to it. They immediately run away. You've got Next rushing up towards bathrooms from stairs. He's able to get a 1-for-1, which reduces us into a 2 versus 4. Chris J and Dennis peeking forward. Fugly goes down towards B, and B is actually empty.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Gob. Yeah. Gob is on the big flank, hoping that they're going to go A, but it's actually going to be a B hit. And they have all the information at A.
Risky move, but it's paying off for Liquid.
Yeah, now it's going to be a 4v2 situation. Elige is pretty low. Hopefully they don't do the exact same thing again, especially going Cat in this situation because Gob is right up here. Actually eats a flash from his teammate.
Either way, you're in trouble in this situation. Dennis is going to come out and take out Fugly. Elige, such a good shot. He's able to take Gob down, but when you're outnumbered like that, everybody's going to be walking right around the corner, take you down.
That's a 10-5 half.
Yeah, 10-5. That's exactly what we saw last time around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mouse looked dominant, and Team Liquid made some really
Some bizarre plays.
Bizarre
right?
plays, like that plant where they were adamant about rotating around a cat every single time. They did that like 3 times, lost every single one. Like, I see the thought process behind it.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to assume that you're going to have 1 cat, 1 lung.
Right.
Right, every single time. And so maybe you don't want to be obvious. But
Sure.
with the smoke on your teammate, you can smoke off cat. It really
Right.
neutralizes no matter how many people you have.
Yeah.
And then
you've got to have multiple angles like that. Like I'm thinking maybe they assume that no one would assume that Liquid is pushing through smoke on construction with every single player. You get 1 pick, maybe you get 2 picks, but it's so unlikely that you're going to have every single person walking through there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there was a round where they pushed CT, right? And they had
you're talking about the bank round?
Yeah, they had Flowsick on. They had
yeah.
the Flowsick on the big flank, and then they like pushed in the CT and like stood there challenging for so long. Without just simply waiting for him to come and get 2 lurk kills while they planted the bomb.
Just a lot of back and forth sort of stuff. Like they start executing one play and then they switch it at some moment.
Yeah.
Or it's hurting.
Or they don't understand what the proper fallback plan that they like kind of, I guess, is implied in the strategy that they're doing.
Yeah.
And commit to it, half commit to it. Like they realize it's a bad play, so they try to fall off it, but then they're all there, so then they get confused and start shooting. And I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like I like the idea of like if you get a site that quickly, jump into bank or you know have one person jump in and try to get rotators to have their guns out or nades out, but then just like committing to it with all 5 players like getting a bomb down and losing. No.
Rough go of it. Liquid has to win this pistol round. It's absolutely critical so far.
They're just where are they going? Mousesports actually going
They're
up.
taking the tour of Overpass.
I don't think it's really... Is it working? Yeah, Fugly's going back to
It actually is.
And Adren is going to come back. And the thing about Overpass is like a 2-second rotate, so... Are they setting up for smokes now? No. They don't have many nades at all. They're just kind of hanging out.
No, there's no smokes.
Oh, Chris J was trying to sell a fake, so...
Yeah, he shuts down. Since no action's happening at B, that kind of tells the story. It's probably going to be an A take. Oh, Speedy.
There it is. Fugly spots next at long. It's going to be taking some shots as they execute on the site.
Forces him back in the bank. That's going to allow for bomb plant, which is huge for Mousesports.
Yeah, there's such interesting thought behind that. Oh, talk about that right after. Speedy, some nice shots. Actually gets traded out really well. That's 4v3 for Liquid right now.
Clearly favoring Liquid as they start walking back on the site. You're going to see Dennis playing way back. He gets pushed quickly. He's in a 3v1 situation, gets 2 headshots off the bat, makes it look easy. One player is trying to stick the bomb. Headshot, denies it.
1v3.
That is, that's going in the highlight reel for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely highlight that real quick. That's brutal. That 1v3. Now, okay, I love the strat from Mousesports. Work B, right? Fake that long hit. And even if your players, like the CT players, don't fully bite on it, even when they rotate back, they're not rotating to bathroom control, right? They're rotating to site, which is a great place to attack. If you got players in the site, it's not great to hold from. So at the very least, even if they go back into 2-3, you can catch players in the site, and that's all Mousesports were trying to do. It ended up working out pretty well, I guess. Though it was a 3v1 they should have lost. So, oh whoa, and just as we say that, eco is about to occur, I believe.
Yeah, we see 1v3 with that headshot. And it's up to Gabi all alone. He's got Galil. He's actually in a terrible position right now. Just got stuck in the tunnel. You can't go left, you can't go right. No cover whatsoever. He gets peeked by Dren and taken down so fast.
Yeah, and that's a great way to steal momentum. Now, I would imagine this is Mousesports' cue to just buy up right after that. And yeah, we get that Deagle, that mini op on Chris J. Tech 9's on the rest of them. And they're going to war.
Going to war, boys. 11-6. Let's take a look at the money real fast. Yeah, both teams just completely broke. 1-for-1 on the rounds. Anything can happen. Pretty standard setup on defense. Mousesports looking like they're going to try to take bathroom control.
Yeah, and they can't get shaken. Like, Liquid have to stay out here and fight. I mean, they just have to maintain a crossfire. It's going to be just as good as the one they have in the site. There's really no reason to fall back too far after your smokes is fade just because it's an eco. And, oh, next through the smoke. Shoots Nitro, answers back from that. And Adren with the Galil is going to be looking for 2 kills. Finds him.
Wow.
Is he going to get a third? No, Dennis trades him out. 3v3 now.
Yeah, Dennison smoke. Fugly's watching that corner, sees one, tags the player. Teammate does the rest of the work, and now that's another kill, leaving Speedy all alone, sort of out of position, rotating back up. Flowsick waits.
Yeah, good recovery from Liquid. Well played from them. They, it looked a little bit ugly there as 5v4. They were getting up to the site. One came out long, and then Dren got 2. Those are a couple of very, very important kills. That could have been momentum breakers for Liquid, and now Mousesports are going to have to save, eat the loss, walk it off.
They've got rounds to kill.
Yep, they've got a couple. But it's also looking okay for Liquid if they can just survive these next 2 rounds. Like, ecoing there couldn't have come at a more crucial time. If we saw that 13-5 scoreline once again, like we saw in Dust 2.
Yeah.
Would have been about it.
11-7. This is Liquid's map. Their pick.
Oh, a Dren farming right now.
That's
ADR.
incredible. Bomb's going to make its way towards A site. Got Liege and Fugly holding off.
Oh, just like Liquid did to them, Mousesports have found an empty B site, so causing the rotates to occur means that
this has happened a lot this game.
Yeah, this has happened a lot, and it's and they have a smoke for upper too. This is a really awkward spot. Fugly has to take his time as well. Now the bomb is going to go down. If Chris J stays alive, it's going to be a solid 3v2. And Dennis, on the outside of the bomb spot. They know where he is. They know where 2 players are actually, and the spams are going to come out.
You see Liege walking around, almost gets tagged. Is able to get the 2K on the site retake. That leaves us with just next left standing. They throw the default smoke for the retake. They know he's there. Sprays through smoke, gets 1. But unfortunately, Liege is able to get another kill, making that, what, a 3K for him, headshotting through the smoke.
Yeah, huge round. Extremely well played by Liege. Just nice shooting overall. And that keeps Liquid afloat. That was an eco, though, however. I mean, that's dangerously close to losing a round that they shouldn't in a situation where they can't.
That was very costly, too.
Yeah. Now, Adren is going to pick up that op. That might be enough to maintain a difference in equipment value from Mousesports, who have 5 AKs. It is a complete full buy here as they got the bomb down, killed a lot of players. And that's going to mean that Liquid need to win this round to not have to save and also maintain that op.
Well, we'll see exactly what happens. Very forward position at Upper Park, looking at Fugly and Nitro. I'm really curious what's going to happen. Fugly hiding behind the tree. Flashes go out, peeks the corner. They haven't played like this at all throughout the entirety of the game, and that's going to benefit Team Liquid, taking 2 kills real fast. Upper Park, they may or may not have seen the bomb. Either way, they're going to give up Upper Park control and back off. You got to be happy with that play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, next. Finds a kill into the A side. It is 3v4. A couple players at long are using their smokes just to cross back into the site, and that might be wise. I mean, they really don't need to do anything except for fall back at this point. Are they going to give a kill to next here? No, Nitro, wow, takes a fight and gets a 3rd frag.
There you are.
Jeez.
Bomb's picked up by Dennis. He's starting to work it over towards that B bomb site and rotating the long way all the way through T-spawn. Speedy hanging on, making noise by construction. He's going to drop a molly on site.
And we got 2 players back here in CT. That smoke, are they going to plan in that?
I think that was the plan.
Oh, yeah, they can plan in that. And Dennis
there's
finds
a kill.
frag.
Evens it up a little bit. Now 3v2 on the retake. Another smoke goes down in the smoke. Dennis playing inside and around the corner of the smoke. Sneaks around the backside. This is so winnable. 1 versus 2. Fugly. He doesn't even need help. Speedy takes the kill.
Oh my goodness. That's Mousesports winning a 2v4.
That's nuts.
Getting into the site, getting the bomb down. That was super well played by them. The smoke they used to get the bomb plant was perfect, and that was thrown by not even the player planning. So that was some great communication. And then Dennis throwing those 2 flashes into pit and then turning around and getting that kill on Flowsick, who's rushing him, was huge. Hit that first bullet with that AK spray and pretty much sealed the deal right there. So just super well played from both of them.
Well, that does reset the money situation for Mousesports. So if Liquid can do something, let's see what's going on. Yeah, Mousesports is very, very low on cash, so it could make a big.
Yeah, Dennis here in the stairs is going to be looking for a kill. He's going to smoke off the stairs. I think he feels that stairs pressure coming on by these ecoing players. He's going to shoot a few shots through the smoke. Dennis opens up the B site by himself, but they're going to be pushing out through long, it looks like. And they might turn around when they hear this, but they think it's B for the moment. Yeah, Nitro's leaving the site.
They think it's B because Speedy is over here at B site doing some serious work, selling it, and that just pulls that rotate right off. You see the bomb going down very quick, and it's all up to Nitro all along with that CZ walking back up.
Yeah.
Very unlikely to retake here.
No. No kit, no health.
Yeah.
No gun. Rip him, and that's 13-8.
It's looking ugly now for Team Liquid.
It's looking fugly.
It is looking fugly.
Yeah.
Launders, you're silly.
I'm punny, right?
You are punny.
No, we're punny. So
This has been the Punny Cast.
yeah. Now Liquid, like, if they didn't lose that 4v2, we have to look back at that. It might be like 10-11 right now, or something like that. A much more manageable scoreline than this 13-8, where Liquid are on the back foot in terms of economy. They've got 3 Fomuses. They're really investing in this round pretty much, and they're already down a man. So at this point, it's 5v4. Liquid are looking to just seal this, or not seal this up. Mousesports are looking to seal this up. And
yeah,
they have the opportunity to play slow now.
3 rounds to close this out. Of course, if Team Liquid wins it, we will go into the decider map. It's looking very unlikely, though. Forcing up, already down 1 player. That's Elige, their star player throughout the series.
Yeah, has been doing really well. Yeah,
currently sitting 17-3 and 16 again. Only player on Team Liquid going positive so far.
Yeah. Now, we have basically 2-2 in the sites, both of them in the sites. That means no cat control. That means no forward bathroom control. It means no long control. That means Mousesports can do whatever they want, and Team Liquid will have no idea what to do except for rely on some really nice shooting and sight holds to deal with it. Next, comes right out, shoots Flow Stick in the face. He goes down instantly, gets a second entry. Oh my goodness, and is right on top of another player, Adren. Oh wow, sees him running across. Was that not called? I think they saw him like shooting from the pit. And yeah, that's it. Dennis.
Well, now they know where he is.
Yeah.
That was crazy though, because Liquid was so stacked on B side. Mousesports could have done anything like you said. Had they gone towards A side, it might have been a very easy take. Just getting into a 4v1 situation, no problem, right? Instead, they end up taking the B site, which clearly favored Liquid, and they just out-fragged them left and right.
I mean, looking at that round. I mean, Team Liquid didn't once let it get to 14, but they could have let it get to 14, had a much better buy, and right now would have had a much better chance to win the round than to have 3 Fomuses, low nades, and feel like they have to give up map control.
Well, Liquid really in trouble right now. 14-8, buying what they can. What's really going to happen here? It looks like it's going to be a 15-8 matchup, and they're going to have to buy out full and do whatever they can to go on a mad streak for the tie.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Dennis here swapping out M4 for AK. I think he was trying to get rid of that, actually, as his teammate is down. And it is a 4-on-4 now as Next evens it up. There are 3 players in the B site. The bomb is kind of over towards B, but Goppy is working his way into the A site. And if he keeps walking, eventually he's going to get all the way in, though. He does spot Nitro on the bathrooms. That might change his thought process here. Oh, though he is running right into the site now.
Yeah, but the bomb is sitting just outside of B.
Oh, he's just trying to cut off Nitro, secure this frag.
Gabi single-handedly sells this rotate.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Bomb's going to walk into B site, no problem.
He made his presence known. And yeah, finds a kill too, finds a second kill. And this is to put the match point. It's a 2v3 now. Flowstick 1 HP, the back of the site goes down, and that's
up to Dren.
That's it.
Yeah. Very, very solid play by Gabi, working his way up towards A site.
Yeah.
All alone, basically single-handedly takes the A site, right?
Yeah, that was a heads-up play.
Yeah, and it forces the entire rotation to happen. The rest of the T's for Mousesport can walk into B, no problem. They pick off Flow Stick at upper, one of those expected spots where somebody's probably going to be, right?
Yeah.
And get the plan. Adren trying to save. Let's see if Next can get the better of him.
Next thinks he's... Oh, what?
What?
Oh, he gets spammed through the...
Dren.
Oh, man. He thought he could hide behind that tree after missing those first few bullets, but no, he got spammed all the way through it.
I think he just got a little excited. Like, you see the back, you don't have to jump on him and start shooting right away. You can take your time, line up the headshot.
Yeah, I suppose.
And,
I mean, I don't know. He, saw an opportunity to get the kill, try to take it.
Went for it.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, on the good side, he's got money, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're going to match point at this point, and They do have a pretty reasonable buy for sure, both teams. But Team Liquid definitely on the back foot once again. How many rounds they get in the first map?
On
10?
the first map?
9?
I can check. Let's see. Scoreline?
10.
16-10 on Dust 2 first map. That was Mousesports' pick.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, Mousesports having a pretty good time so far on Overpass. Now, next,
Yeah.
gonna be sitting out in the bathrooms, waiting for someone to push, make a wrong move, and this time it looks like Liquid are not going to bite. They're just going to be hanging out, but they have conceded map control like right off the bat. Like they haven't fought for any aggressive pick whatsoever, and
The German discipline.
yeah, that's the tough part. I mean, they don't have control of anything. Like Alicia's here jump spotting Cat, so they do have knowledge about it, but they really don't have any way to defend that well, except for the fact that if they go A, there are 3 players from Liquid here.
Yeah, Liquid's trying not to show anything as we set up for a pretty solid 2-pronged A take. Got 2 players hanging out at bathrooms. There's the flash. Adren is completely blind. Next walks out. Adren's able to take the shot. That's big. But Mousesports is going to go ahead and continue. Committing. Look at Gabi.
Wow.
Takes Adren. Goes for the bomb plant.
Oh,
3
man.
people at bank.
Well, none of Liquid's players are in good positions to retake. Like, they can all come up here and try to frag out, but
they're smoked off.
Look at Mouse just have far superior positions, and oh, they are getting a couple of kills.
Yeah, Sight actually was retake, and now Chris J has played
Oh.
retake. Angle misses the first off shot, able to get the second one, finally goes down on the trade, leaving Speedy all alone. He has to fight with Elige. So it's the best player for Liquid's going to fail that particular 1v1. Speedy cinches the game.